Flosstube. Happy spooky Halloweenie time. Anyway, it's Halloween. Halloween 2020 in a year that's plenty scary enough.
Yeah, but at least it's beautiful today.
It is. Really is. It's beautiful. The one Halloween when people can't really Halloween it up.
I think Whitney needs to scoot over.
It's really gorgeous. It's
there.
like
Okay, there, now you can
there
see
I am.
it.
Over 60 degrees, sunny, windy.
Windy.
It's the perfect Halloween day when I don't think that there will be. I think people are still going to trick or treat, but
Probably not as much.
yeah,
I think
my light
still
will not be on because keeping it safe over here. Anyway, welcome back. We are Three Trail Stitchers. I feel like that was one of those, like My Favorite Murder intros where they talk for like 10 minutes and they're like,
Oh, by the way.
So if you are a subscriber, welcome back. If you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. As I said, we're Three Trail Stitchers. I'm Carrie. This
Sarah.
is
Whitney.
and we are, if this is your first time here, Sarah and I are sisters. Whitney is our cousin. And we all grew up together. And we still choose to be around each other. So that's a lot. That says a lot.
That says a lot. I mean, that's a whole lot. Yeah.
So anyway, welcome back. We're going to talk about cross stitch because this is a channel about cross stitch. And then at the end, we talk about random other things because that's who we are. So we will do cross stitch up front and then follow it up with media corner. Okay, so fully finished. First of all, before I do that, how was your week?
It was good.
I feel like we should discuss that.
It was not eventful, so which is always good.
Yeah. Your week?
Okay, well, it's school during a pandemic, full moon, blue moon, and Halloween. How was your week?
Oh, I forgot it was a full moon.
Right?
Yeah. That explains a lot.
And we get to turn back. We get to
turn
back time.
We get to fall back an hour. So, I mean, you know, kids were just a little hyper this week.
Yeah, it
Nothing
was a
terrible,
long week.
but it was a long week.
Well, it started. Was this the week? It snowed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh, it
snowed.
snowed.
That's
I
how-
forgot that.
Yeah, snowed
That's
Monday.
how long this week has been. It snowed on Monday, Sunday into Monday, and I was like, "Well, there's no way that they're going to do a snow day or anything," and I wasn't.
But we don't get snow days.
Well, but that we were like, "There's no way they're going to do that," and then my principal sent an email Sunday night and was like, you know, just be aware that depending on weather tomorrow, you could be, you know, working from home. It could be a snow day for kids. And so I was like, what? So I had to like go to work, get my computer. It was a whole thing. And then of course we didn't have a snow day. But anyway, yes, it snowed. It wasn't too bad because the ground was still pretty warm. So like the streets didn't get as bad as they could have. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's October. I Zoomed with kids that day and I was like, can you believe it's snowing?
Well, Kurt was in Arc City, and he said that they had tons of ice down there. Like it was weighing down the trees, and there were broken limbs everywhere. Arc City is close to the Oklahoma border. It's where my husband travels to for work. It's a few hours from here, but yeah, he said it was all ice down there.
Yeah. So I'm glad we didn't get ice. But
Oh,
anyway.
I'm glad the snow wasn't heavier because we still have a lot of leaves on the trees.
Yeah,
it would've
It
been
could've
bad.
it
My
could've been bad.
dogwood was really weighed down with snow, which I mean it wasn't that much snow, but it was just enough that it weighed it
was-
down.
Well, and
Really
it was
wet.
a heavy snow.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's weather corner. But it was crazy. It was crazy to have. We've had snow in October before and ice storms, but you just never expect it. And for it to be that cold and gross on Monday, and now it's like gonna be 65.
Well, and the
or
Thursday
something.
before it was like 85. We literally
Yeah.
had our air
Yeah.
on, then turned the heat
from
on
4
like 12
days,
hours later,
yeah.
and then it snowed.
So if your
It's crazy.
sinuses aren't screaming yet,
And the
just
best
wait.
part as a teacher was finding out that snow days don't exist anymore because we can still virtually teach from home and everywhere. However, I read on
Welcome
Facebook.
to my world.
Yeah, well, you chose that world. We chose
I mean,
ours
you
for a
chose
reason.
yours, so.
We don't get June, July, and August anymore. We don't get snow days. I was reading on Facebook, and I wish I could remember. I want to say it's like New Jersey, but I'm probably 100% wrong. That there's a district that decided
They're still gonna do
they're
snow
still going to do
days.
snow days because kids still need to be kids.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
should.
Hallelujah.
well, I don't know. I'm not gonna.
They
get
should be
into
able to
it,
go out and
but-
sled.
I'm not gonna get into it.
She's not going to get into it.
Anyway,
I'm
so
going
yeah, we
to.
had snow. Now it's like 65. So
Yeah.
it's Missouri. What are you gonna do?
True.
So anyway, fully finished objects. You want to go first?
I finally have one.
Yeah.
My first ever. So I have a cousin on my dad's side that lives in Michigan. She's kind of had a rough year on top of just 2020. And she loves Gilmore Girls. That's her comfort show, I guess. So I stitched her this little loop from the coffee shop. I don't watch it, so I don't really know. But I stitched that. My mom and I finished it together. She was up in town visiting yesterday, so I finally have a fully finished object. Yay. But that's all I have.
Well, that's good though. Yeah, she'll be excited to get that.
Yeah, I can't wait to send it to her.
And then, I mean, I didn't finish these. Mom finished more ornaments for me. I showed you this one last week. These are from Heart and Hand, I believe. Christmas Cheer. So this is the one I showed you last week. I need to take it back still to get a bow. And this is another one, which is
so cute.
Mary with this little snowman. She put bows and a little charm. That one has a snowflake. This one is on red gingham. It's ho ho ho, and it has a little jingle bell. And then Santa with the red gingham and also a jingle bell. And then this little joy penguin.
So these will be going on the tree
Penguin.
tomorrow.
Have you ever, if you haven't watched
Penguin.
it, there's Graham Norton show. Benedict Cumberbatch was on there, and they made fun of him because he did this whole documentary about penguins, and he mispronounced the word penguin the whole
Every
time.
time,
Every
yeah.
time.
It's
He
pretty
says
funny.
like penguin.
Penguin.
I don't know. It's pretty funny. So Google it if you want to laugh.
You think someone would have stopped him and said,
He's like, these are scientists who study penguins, and they let me say it wrong the whole time.
maybe
Anyway,
they thought he had a speech impediment or something.
maybe they didn't want to make
And they
fun
were
of him.
trying to be like all politically correct.
Yeah, nonchalant.
Are you going to put these on your tree?
Yes, tomorrow is
Oh my God.
Right?
the day.
You want to come help?
Woo! Christmas decorations are going up tomorrow, so.
No.
And there are people on Instagram that, because they always make fun of me because I put them up early. I'm like a November 1st person because there's none of that in between. I'm not going to put back up my normal stuff and no.
You could put turkeys up because Thanksgiving comes first.
Right, turkeys
Okay,
get
well.
robbed.
Anywho,
Poor turkeys.
so, but there are people on Instagram that have put up their trees like a couple weeks ago because
Okay,
there
well,
are no rules.
Those people don't live here and have to help you.
There's no rules in 2020.
They
so.
can come over and help you put it up.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with my bah humbug because I'm not going to change. So
Yeah.
Well, we
even
didn't
for
expect you to.
2020.
who needs Christmas decorations?
So anyway, those are our fully finished object. I don't have any like finishes. That
I
are-
don't have any finishes. No.
No. Okay, so next we move on to whips.
You notice when you did this by yourself last week,
I didn't say it.
you
because I
didn't do
like
that
to
little
torture you.
smart alecky thing.
Okay, calm.
You calm
said
down.
Calm down.
Whatever.
All right, are you gonna show your whip?
I don't have any whips.
Oh, you
I
don't
have
work on
plans.
it. Sweet. Okay.
I haven't worked on anything. I'm a horrible. Oh, wait a minute.
Long dramatic pause.
Long dramatic pause. I did finish something and give it away this week. It's
Oh, that's
the
cute.
frosted pumpkin
Oh,
bird haunted
cute.
house.
That's cute.
And I did a jar lid and filled it with peanuts and candy corn. So I did have a finish.
Yeah, that's
Candy corn.
Don't even start, Carrie.
Who'd you give it to?
Haley Riffle, one of our 5th grade teachers. It was like a secret boo, but
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
I thought it was.
Not a secret
I
anymore.
thought it turned out good.
Nope.
Just put it out there. It's not a secret
Well,
anymore.
she already has it, so.
Oh. It's not like I thought you guys did like year-long secret.
No, no, but we'll have a secret Santa thing coming up. Last couple of years I've been in charge of that. I guess I should see if I'm still in charge of that this year.
You want to show your whips?
My whips. Okay, so I am
Look at you.
trying to push through on
behind it.
the Fat Quarter Shop Fright Night Sal. So this is part 3? 4?
I think 3, right?
3, 4,
Yes.
and then 5. The last one came out yesterday. So I'm almost finished with this top part of the house, and then hopefully I can stay motivated on it and
It looks really
get
good.
it done. And
I love the
then-
colors actually. I mean, it's just black, white, and orange. but I
Yeah,
like how it
but
looks.
it's and
It's
this,
cute.
the
The
house
house is
wasn't
super
as
cute.
bad to stitch as I kind of
But
dreaded
I like
it.
that there's different oranges.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love the words.
Yeah.
Mine went
And
away.
this is like fancy floss. I did it with the fancy floss,
Oh,
not
okay.
the DMC stuff. And then this is Halloween sampler.
You
And
got a lot done.
I can't remember who it's by.
It's Cottage Garden.
Yes,
Is that it?
yeah.
Con-
And I
Cottage
was
Garden.
just vibing right along on it, and this is also in Fancy Floss, and I ran out of one of the colors, and nobody has it apparently. So I did finally find 2 more skeins of it, and this one goes by pretty fast.
It looks really good.
Do you think you have
it's
enough
big.
to finish it now?
I hope so. You know, it only called for 2 for the whole pattern, and
But what size do they do it on?
Yeah, and that's true. I'm on a different count, but I didn't think I would run out of it.
It's really, really cute.
That's like when I did those
It's
animal
going to be
crackers.
way bigger than I thought.
And the mouse's, his little vest. I went ahead and bought 2 of them because the other ones it had taken 2. I ended up going through 3 Fancy Flosses on his little vest.
And I do that loop start, like you showed me how to do, which actually should use less. So I should have had enough, but I didn't. So
I don't know what to tell you.
I know. But it's really pretty. How are you going to finish it? Okay. All right. We'll talk later.
There's a second one that came out
I think it'd
this
be
year.
cute to do them both and put them on like opposite sides of a wall or something.
Yeah.
Or like a
little
hallway.
wall hangings or something.
The one that came out this year, I like the words on it better, because to me, some of these words just don't make a whole lot of sense. Like
what's not making sense to y'all?
Well, I mean, it makes sense, but like this is imitate.
She can't read.
So I have to show you this because it's hilarious. So wherever it is.
Okay.
The I word is imitate.
Imitate.
And my son came up while I was cross-stitching it, and he was like, what does inmate have to do with Halloween? And I'm like...
Because inmates are scary.
It says imitate.
Like,
not
no,
inmate.
he can't read.
But the words, I like the words on the second one too, probably a little bit more so.
Inmate.
Inmate, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Inmate. Michael Myers was an inmate.
This
This
is
is
true.
true.
He escaped and went back to
This is
Haddonfield.
true.
So-
Good point.
Wade's maybe not as
Yeah.
special as we think.
Let's not tell him.
Okay.
All right, so I only have 2 whips because I was trying to focus. I put away Judith Kirby till after Christmas and put away the
Fright night.
that quarter shop Fright Night. I don't even think I finished the moon, did I?
I honestly don't know. I don't think so though.
No.
I think
The
you
moon.
finished
That
Halloween.
moon was, and the moon is not even that big, but it was,
It's just kind of tedious.
yeah, it was the longest stitch.
But anyways, I will go back to them both, of course, after Christmas. But for now, my focus this week, I mean, I did not stitch a great deal just because, I don't know, I was tired this week. It was a long week. But this was my focus, Midnight Way. So as you know from last week, I had most of that sign done, had to frog it out because it was in the wrong place. So I went down and started some of the motifs and worked up, and I've been working on the building, the windows and stuff of the bookshop. Got the ghost done last night. All my whites glow in the dark on this. And then I'm gonna work on it tonight. This will be my last night with this until after Christmas, or unless I get, the urge in November and December to pull it back out. But I'm gonna start Christmas stuff tomorrow. So Midnight Way, but I mean, it'll definitely be done for next Halloween because I do not have that much to do really.
When are you going to stitch tomorrow if we're putting up Christmas?
In the evening. It's not gonna take that. It usually takes an hour or 2. Okay, and then my other thing I worked on, of course, which I didn't show last week because I had not watched Supernatural yet, is my Dude Where's the Pie, which I've got to look up who this is by. Can you look on Etsy
Sure.
at Supernatural Patterns? And I think it's called Dude Where's the Pie.
Okay.
Anyway, so I worked on this when I watched last week's episode and then last night, and I got more of the border done, more cherries, more leaves. There's only 3 episodes left, and this is not gonna get done. I mean, I'm gonna finish it no matter what, but
Not by the time it's over.
no, it's quite a bit of stitching, and you never realize how fast an hour goes by until you're trying to get.
Something done in that hour.
Is this it?
Yes. Who's that by? Let me show it. It is by Specific Kitten on Etsy. I guess I'm gonna get bigger. And this is what it looks like. This is on black, but I'm doing it on this blue. So it's got the cherry, like the border most of the way around, the leaves, and then the pie in the middle, which the pie is gonna take a long time because it's a ton of different colors.
Take a picture of this and send it
Sure.
to you so that whenever
have
you
it.
talk about it, you have it. Okay.
So anyway, so when it's done in 2030, and when it's done, when they celebrate the 10th anniversary of the last Supernatural episode,
Supernatural.
it's gonna go in my kitchen because my kitchen doesn't look pink from here, but it's very Pinky.
pinky.
It'll be so cute in your kitchen.
I'm excited, and I really do like stitching it. It's just, it looks, when you look at it, you're like, oh, 7 hours? I can do that in
Yeah,
7
you didn't
hours.
think it would take that long.
7 times 20. So anyway, and there's cat hair on it, of course, because that's my life. So anyway, those are my only 2 whips, and yeah. But I feel good about my Midnight Way. I really, really enjoy working on that one. It's
It's cute.
very relaxing,
Now, does
unless you
she
have to
have
draw
like a
everything
Christmas
out.
village type pattern like this, like your Midnight Way?
There's Christmas Town, which I have all kitted up and ready to go,
Oh,
which
okay.
I may start. I told myself I'm not going to start anything big for Christmas. And I have the hands-on, I showed them last week, the hands-on flamingo patterns and
I love
hands-on Secret Santas. That's going to be my main focus, but I may start the Christmas Town. I won't get it done, and I don't plan to, but it's all ready to go. So I think I even have fabric in it. It's been kitted up since, I don't know, last November. So
Probably.
no judgment, right? It's Flosstube. What happens in Flosstube
From your sister.
Goes
stays
everywhere.
goes everywhere onto the interwebs. So anyway, what's next? Haul.
You don't have any whips?
No, I shouldn't have any whips.
Oh.
She's
No,
doing
I
the
am-
whip walk of shame.
I am doing the whip walk of shame. So last week we went to CC. That one I've already shown, and I got a
You already-
couple.
Oh, no, never mind.
I don't think I've shown these. I've shown that. So stitching with the Housewives. Wow. I got the candy cane coop because I love chickens.
Their Christmas stuff's so cute, and
They're
I
so
bought
cute.
some of their ornaments that I'm planning to hopefully get those done as well.
I have a birthday coming up, and for our birthday presents, our mom always gives us a little bit of money, and so I've already got a list of like all the cups and ornaments I want to buy. So
Yeah, their stuff's really
stitching
cute.
with the Housewives, you're about to get a.
Yeah, I've liked everything they've
Okay.
released really.
And then this was Brenda Gervais
That's so
with the
cute.
needle and thread, and I love these mice.
Yeah, I have some of them.
And
those are cute.
I was a little worried about stitching the top of the boot until it's just cotton batting.
Yeah, we were talking at CC to Kathy and them, and they said that she just puts
Oh,
a piece of
yeah.
batting because she said, because it's Brenda Gervais, isn't it? Is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
She doesn't like to stitch white, is what it says on the back, so she put
Oh,
cotton
she's
batting.
my kind of person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
I may have to
so-
buy more of her things.
preach Brenda Gervais because
And there's
I don't
a
like
couple
stitching
of
white
these
either.
mice patterns, so I love mice. Like my favorite thing from Cinderella is a little mice, so I love little mice all dressed up.
My mom
really
should
cute.
do those to go with her little,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
she
would be
totally
cute.
should.
what are those mice people?
Mice
I don't know what
people.
they're called. The ones they sell like at
Homebred.
Home Goods and TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
They're collectibles, but I
Yeah.
can't remember what they're called.
I can't remember what they're called either. now.
My Aunt Vicky. Her
Anyway, Mom, you should do those. Cause
You
they
should.
would look
You should,
super
Vicky,
cute with
because
your
there's
little mice
like
people.
Halloween one, and there's this one, and there's like a sewing room one.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super cute.
There you go, Mom.
Okay, sorry about the crinkling. You want to show your haul, and we can show our.
Okay,
Time.
so
I think they look.
I didn't go to CC this week.
No, we offered.
I know.
You chose not.
I was still.
You saved yourself money.
I was still in bed when you guys texted me, and I
I was
like,
worried
I'm
about
not getting
texting
up.
you because I didn't know if you were still asleep or not.
So the only thing I really have is I started talking to Carrie about trying to do a Mill Hill, and I wanted to try to do one of the little Halloween ones. But my mom found this in her stash, and it's Jim Shore, a little.
Which are really cute. I love the
Jim
Jim Shore Mill
yeah.
Hills.
So she brought it up to me because she does not like stitching on the perforated paper,
I don't mind it.
and so she said she brought it up to me so I could try the little beads and stuff like that.
I think you'll like it.
And then the only other haul I have is the fabric of the month from Stitch Me that I think you talked about.
Yeah,
last
I didn't
week.
show it last week because I feel like people hadn't gotten
And yours
it. But
honestly looks a little
I know.
different than mine.
She put it for sale in her Friday Fright Night, so I'm guessing pretty much everyone's seen it at this point.
Fabrics aren't going to be exactly the same.
Well, yeah, I know, but
I
like,
just think it's interesting.
this-
So this
it's
is
interesting.
mine, and they're both they're both Escape.
Yeah.
We're not. Oh, I like yours too.
and that's mine.
Yeah, mine just has more pink.
Yours is a little mine. Yeah, I feel like yours is a little more pastel. Mine's
Yeah,
kind
and
of.
yours is kind of darker blue.
Whoa, this will be fun to do every month.
Yeah,
and we
because
can
they'll all be
compare them,
different.
yeah.
Well, because I was watching Steel City Stitchers and
How much is her month?
Kristen and just $20.
20,
Oh, that's not
20,
bad. Maybe
25,
Something like that.
something
Kristen
like that.
and Aaron both get it, and one of them was linen and one was Ada maybe? I don't know. But both of theirs were very different. One was super light because different fabrics just take the
Yeah,
dyes
take
differently.
the dyes different. Is yours
That
14
is
count?
fun.
Hers is
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, mine's 16.
Oh, mine's 14.
I went fancy.
Ooh,
I went fancy.
I think
16 count.
one of the things I got
I don't
for
know.
fight night was a 16.
Yeah, on Friday fight night, I'm like, oh, everything seems like a good idea. If I can't get 14, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I can stitch on 20.
I could totally do 22. Like,
I want to get this piece of like 40 count someday and be like, what was I thinking? Everything seems like a good idea on Friday fight night. Okay,
that's my haul.
Did you
That's
show?
all I have.
no.
Oh,
'cause no.
oh, okay, sorry.
I got 2 things. I bought a pattern
Oh, yeah.
from Lindsay Stitches. I think that's all I bought.
We.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I
It's in my book.
sleep by things.
Yeah, it's
Real talk.
a lot of bad choices.
So
made
she
on
released
shopping.
this the other night. I don't know.
Oh yes.
I saw it at like, I think it was 9:30, and I'm like, oh, I'm buying it, and I can't. I'm sorry that
Well,
I can't
I think
really.
it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna turn.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
don't have my
turn.
phone, or I would
Don't want to show that.
pay no attention.
But it is the Dumpster Fire Friends Forever. And I mean, I don't know that I've ever bought anything quite as quickly because we
It's
all
pretty
need
amazing.
people to get us through times like, I don't know, 2020. I mean, if we have ever had a dumpster fire year, and she meant it for like any time in your life, you know, we all have those moments in our life where it feels like your life is a dumpster fire. But I don't know, it spoke to me, and I love it. It's really cute, and I would like to
Colors are
try.
good.
I would like to try to start it. Well, she used Threadworks, which I don't know if I will. It's just another type of fancy
Yeah.
cloth. But I do love how it looks. Anyway, so I bought it, and you know what I love about Wendy Stitches, Stephanie? This has happened a couple times, when you buy something, like sometimes she'll send you like a little personal note, or she sends you a video thanking you for buying it, and it's just like the nicest thing
She's
in the
very
world.
nice. Yes.
It's just really nice. So she sent me a little video saying, hey Carrie, thanks
So
so
it's
much. I
nice.
hope you have good dumpster fire friends. And I don't know. It just made me feel good. And then today we went to see, Sarah made me go to CC because she was going to get thread. And I was not going to buy anything in the car on the way there.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I was there to hear it. She wasn't gonna buy anything.
But people keep showing themselves stitching Huckleberry Farm by the Blue Flower. And I can't.
Oh, that's who does the squirrel patterns.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can't resist anymore. I've tried and I can't. So I bought it. I just love it. It makes me think a lot of my grandmother, and I think it's just because it makes me think of Oregon. But so I love it. I could see like Mimi would have loved this.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Mimi would.
yes.
Yeah,
Very much
absolutely.
so.
And then I bought all the floss for it because apparently
Because-
2021 is going to be the year
yourself.
of treat yourself. The best day of the year. 2021 apparently Carrie's like, I'm gonna do all the samplers.
Yes, it's going to be the year of the
It's
samplers.
gonna be great. I have
It's gonna be fabulous.
90,000 stitch alongs and 52 samplers. And
It's
it's
true.
all gonna get done. Anyway, so I bought that and I'm excited.
I have
To
2
have this.
of the squirrel patterns. I should dig them out and kit them up. I think a
Yeah,
Halloween
Yeah.
why
one
don't you
and-
do that?
She has some great.
Why don't you shut up?
Why don't you? Why don't
Okay,
you
and then I
contribute?
have non-stitchy haul, which I'm just gonna show now. So last week I showed that I'm full on ready. It's
I'm glad one of us is.
jingle bells. I'm ready. So I bought I went to World Market with Sarah, or no, actually I went by myself, and I bought one of the mid-century wooden light-up houses, and then I said, oh, I don't know if I need the other 2, but I'm probably gonna go back and get them. I went back and got them. So this is the second one with the flamingos.
These are amazing.
These
And-
are pretty
I mean, you know how I feel about Christmas, but these are
are
amazing.
I don't know that I've seldom seen more perfect Christmas decor for my Christmas
Oh
life.
yeah, it's perfect.
And I mean, the flamingos. You know what's better than flamingos though?
Oh my god, this is epic.
Cacti and pink poodles.
Pink
folks.
poodles.
Pink poodle and cacti. So anyway, so this is the third one. And if they had had 5 more, I would have bought
Buy
them all. I don't have batteries for them yet, but
What batteries do we need to get?
Oh, I love
2 double A's.
Maybe we can get them when we run to Target.
Anyway, that's something Sarah and I were talking about today on the way to CC. We were like, remember how many, because we have this little, this is totally random story time.
I wonder what they.
There's this little place that used to be called the Milk Jug on a street near us, and it was like a drive-through when we were little, like a drive-through convenience store. But you could buy, like, I was like, remember when that place was like a drive-through liquor store? I mean, it was the craziest thing. But and Sarah's like, yeah, we went through there once to get batteries on Christmas because we were headed to Mimi and Papa's, and Mom had bought us something and she needed batteries. And I was like, remember how many batteries we used in toys in the 80s? I mean, like,
everything had
boom
batteries.
boxes had like
It was
6.
a Merlin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got one for Christmas, and we didn't get the, like, I don't know, Mom, Mimi, Papa, who was in charge of batteries, but we didn't get them. So on the way home, and it took like 8 AA batteries to get this stupid thing running.
yeah.
Like boom boxes were like 6D batteries.
Oh, yeah.
So
like
many
Walkmans.
batteries.
I mean, we wasted so many batteries, and they're just sitting in landfills.
They're just sitting in landfills.
So many.
From
I
the
can't
80s.
imagine why the world is the way it is. 80s. So glad I grew up in though.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, so those were my Christmas purchases, and quite honestly, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say it's probably my only Christmas purchase, but Target Christmas stuff is coming soon. I have such a glare on my glasses.
It's so exhausting.
Like a glare
Yeah,
on
they
my
don't.
heart.
They're like they're very much the opposites of me. But I mean, honestly,
Only when it comes to Christmas.
when we went back to school and stuff, I'm like, I remember saying to them, like, I don't even know that I really want to decorate because it's just it's been a bummer of a year. I'm not gonna lie. I think for everyone. But once we got my Sarah's like, yeah, you do, and I got my Halloween stuff out, and it just feels good, and I'm excited to come home and see my Christmas stuff. So
No, I mean, you have great Christmas stuff. I love
yeah,
it.
it's just nice.
I'm
and then
not
by the
excited to
time
put it up.
I have it up for so long that by the time like January 1st is here, I'm like, it's got to go. But I don't know, this year, maybe I'll keep it up till this pandemic's over.
Maybe you'll keep it up till someone else can come help you put it away.
Not it.
In
Not it.
2035. Anyway, so plans.
Okay.
What are your plans.
So I've been kind of down on myself for not doing like any stitching lately. So last night I went through my baskets and cleaned my nest, which I had done a few weeks ago, but I guess I hadn't cleaned out my baskets. So I kitted up. I have 5, well,
Wow.
almost 5 things kitted up. I know. So this one,
It's like my 2021 plan.
I can't show all of this, so I'll just show the size I'm going to stitch on. This is going to be for my mom. And my plan is to make 6 of them, whatever they're going to be. I'm very excited to start that. I'll tell you about it later, because it's going to be super cute. I'm so excited. And then I pulled out my animal crackers, because I really enjoyed stitching these. So, and I thought I only had 4, but I have 5 left. So I think I'm going to start the chicken.
The cat's so cute.
I know, there's 2 cats. I can't decide what to start.
He makes me think of Puss in Boots from Shrek for some reason. I think it's like his little satchel.
Oh, yes. And Mom will have to make me the satchel to go with it. Okay.
So cute.
So I might start Theodore.
I really like those.
Or
They're so cute.
Harrison the Bunny.
Made by Michelle McGross has been stitching an animal cracker.
Has
Really
she?
cute. Mhm.
I love them so much. Scarlet the Bulldog.
Very
Which
cute.
makes me think of you.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Even though
there's
you don't
another
have
cat.
kittens.
I didn't know
And
there
then,
was
well,
another cat.
there's Clementine, the calico cat.
Oh, makes
And
me
then
think of Tinker.
there's Henrietta, the hen. So,
I've
I've
got
got,
Tinkerbell.
yeah, it kind of does. Or Beaker, because they're basically twins. And I've got, there was 2 pieces of fabric in here already and most of my threads, so I'll probably pick out one of those and get started. I really enjoy stitching these, so that's something that I think I know I can get going. And then I kitted up stuff for Lizzie Kate's Thankful String.
Yeah, I got out the Mary string. I might do it,
Because-
'cause I think it'd be quick.
The way she is with Christmas, that's kind of how I feel about Thanksgiving. It's one of my absolute favorite holidays. Every 7 to 8 years, my birthday falls on Thanksgiving, so it's always nice because I get my birthday
You
off.
know, real talk.
That's not
If
happening
people
this year.
like, if a kid asks me what my favorite holiday is, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because there's like no pressure. You just eat.
Yeah, and it was always like when my grandparents were alive. Like it was just
Oh, yeah.
we would just eat
Sit
with
around
them and
and
we'd
tell
sit around,
stories.
and my grandma and grandpa would tell stories, and
Yeah.
so Thanksgiving's my favorite.
You
quite
get to
honestly,
watch the
but
parade and the dog show,
There's
which
no
I
decorations.
don't
That's
think
true.
there's going to be either of those things on this year.
My
I think
thing is
they're
always
supposed to do the
just, like,
parade. I think.
Like with me, it's whose house do you have to go to, and then you're
Yeah.
trying to make each family's.
Happy.
Yeah.
Well, and you're trying to get there, and you're so full. You go to the first one, and you're stuffed, and then the next one is.
There's benefits to being single.
I mean, truth.
Yeah, there really are.
There's worse things in the world.
Yes. I mean,
So,
yeah.
I dug out a pattern
It's
that I
actually
bought.
pretty genius.
It really is.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna brag, but
I mean, I love my family, but
But I have no idea how long ago I bought this pattern, but it's a Cricut collection. It's
I love
Be
that
Thankful. And if you ever get a chance to go to our local Cross Stitch shop, CC and Company, this is something that's been in their shop ever since I can remember going in, framed, sitting where you can always see it. And it's just been one of my favorites. So I finally have it all kitted up, ready to go.
yeah.
And then this is another one of the patterns when I was very first cross stitching back in college, I bought because I had a huge thing about Acorns. And so I'm finally gonna do this.
Oh yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
also,
love that fancy floss.
Well, and then I got this fancy floss to go with it because that's a silk, and
Oh.
I'm not gonna stitch with silk. But I bought Gentle Arts Brick Path
Oh, okay, that's
Ooh,
true.
to do
yeah.
to do the acorn,
ooh,
and then
I
I'll
like
just do
that.
the rest of it in DMC.
That'd be pretty.
And I had some of that Egyptian sand left over to do it on.
Mm-hmm. Still can't remember
So I
the name.
think
We didn't
that's-
look. Of the company.
Is it Mountain Air?
Maybe.
I love that.
Yeah. They had another piece there, but it was a bigger piece and it was a little
It's
more
really
pricey.
The one of the
Something
things that I want to start to do, and it would probably look really good on that.
But I love.
They had more. Yeah,
I've
they
always
had
loved
more,
fall
but-
stuff and acorns, so that's finally kitted up. Oh, I thought I had more. Oh, I guess I didn't. Anyway, everything's kitted up, and I will be starting something tonight because we'll be watching movies, and so one of these will get pulled out and started.
Plans?
Plans.
I forgot what I was doing for a minute. Did you say that? I was like,
Sarah's been
we're
talking
doing-
forever. I forgot what I was doing.
So my plans are to work some more on the
I'm excited to
back
see
quarter stitch along.
that. I'm excited to see the house done.
I'd like to finish the sampler. It goes by pretty quick.
You're close.
I'm halfway. I've got 13 words done.
Oh.
And then I kitted up.
That's gonna be huge.
What?
I just realized how big that's
It's
gonna
big. I don't have the fabric yet, but I have like the floss and everything for the second Halloween sampler. And then last time I was on here, I bought that pattern from CC, and I can't remember what it is, but it's like the lady with the dogs and costumes.
I know what you're talking
be.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it Halloween Parade? No.
I can't remember what the name of
Dogs
it is.
on Parade?
But I went and bought all the
Something.
floss the other day, and as I was sitting on the floor sorting everything out, my son's sweet little lab puppy came along behind me and took off with about 4 skeins of my floss. And her and my Great Dane had a great time tearing it up all over my house. So
I thought my cats were bad.
They're sweet.
Shirley
puppies.
does that. I was trying to sort
those dogs.
floss last night, and Shirley was laying on my lap being really sweet, and then all of a sudden I would see like, I was like, stop.
This is the 3rd time that they
Yeah.
have taken off with my floss.
Yeah, and shredded your books, and
Yes, they're just.
I don't know.
But-
I don't know what to say.
So anyway, I had it all kitted up, but now I have to go back and rebuy all
Oh.
the floss because it was not salvageable. Anyway, so I think those are my plans for right now. I really want to start. Sorry, the Christmas one from Tiny Modern.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that one.
It's so pretty. I got
Mm-hmm.
the 3rd, 4th, whatever part
Yeah.
of it this morning, and it's really pretty. And
I love it, and I really enjoyed doing the Halloween Ouija
which
salve.
one? Yeah.
So I know I'll do it at some point, but I think after that one, I was like, because it has another like big house in the middle,
Yes.
I was like,
And you know, I've never stitched
today.
anything Christmas related, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe that's big for my first Christmas project.
it is pretty big, but it's really pretty colors.
So pretty, yeah. It's
I
really
know I'll
pretty.
do it, but it just may be next Christmas. But then
So-
she'll come out with some other awesome
Yeah.
Christmas stitch.
I mean, I have it kitted and ready to go. I've had it ready for
Oh,
months.
how dare
but-
these people who keep coming out with
It's
awesome
so
stuff.
stressful. You can't keep up. Just when you think you're like on top of things, and then you go back and you buy stuff that came out 6
Because
months
it's just
ago.
fun to buy patterns. You're just like,
It is.
all
I mean,
patterns.
Sarah and I have legit probably been to CC.
Every weekend.
I don't know.
Probably
since
for the last.
it
Yeah.
reopened. I
Yeah.
don't know what. It's been.
It's
And every
crazy.
time I'm like, I just need like one little skate.
Yeah, no, I buy something every
Well,
time I
we-
go in there.
this
Don't even
class-
need it.
We've been enough that I've filled up 1 punch card
Yeah.
and starting on the 2nd.
Whoa, I think I only have half my punch card filled
So
out.
I have 1 already filled up, and I'm starting on my
The
2nd.
struggle is real, but I'm not going to say struggle because it's delightful, and I'm thankful for our LNS.
And like I already have a
but
plan.
and I
for
have
what
more
I'm gonna buy.
patterns on order there. I ordered
What did you order now?
the
one
stitching
from
with the
Hands on Design,
Housewives,
yeah.
the reindeer one, and the
Oh.
Very Merry.
I love that reindeer one.
So my
Maybe you
plan,
should stitch that.
I think I'm.
Oh,
I
it
think
is
I'm
really
gonna
cute.
get it and stitch it because it's super cute.
Okay.
Rangers.
my plans are tomorrow I'm going to start stitching Christmas. And I think I really want to dye fabric today. I've said that like every day.
Well, do
like
it
even at
after
work,
we're
I'm
done.
like, I'll go home and dye fabric. I'm going to start with one of the flamingos, I think, because they don't have any Krynic. The other ones have Krynic, which I think I'm not going to do the Krynic. I have some metallics from Sublime Stitching, which I really enjoyed stitching with when I was embroidering. So I'm going to dig those out and see if maybe those would work rather than buying Krynic, because, I mean, evidence to the contrary. I'm trying not to spend as much money. Evidence to the contrary. Anywho, so yeah, Christmas. And if I get tired of those, then I'll pull out that frosted pumpkin.
What about
Christmas
the
town.
alien sampler? Weren't you gonna?
That's
start
going to
on
be,
that?
I think I'm going to do that New Year, New Start.
Ooh, okay.
Along with two other, I have this, the blue flower one. There's a sampler, like a reproduction sampler, a little gem from Hands Across the Sea that my mom gifted me. And I bought the floss for it. And then little alien schoolgirl. So that's 3 samplers that I suddenly think 2021.
I do want to see if we can find that sampler Mom sent us on Instagram this morning. We'll see if we
Yes,
can find it.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I
I'd
think
like
it's
to do
really
that.
sweet.
It's super cute.
So anyway, so those are my plans. Do you like how we've gone through this whole video and we're all just wearing headgear and we haven't even
mentioned it.
So it's Halloween. So
It is
I have a small collection of of Disney ears. And so we rated my Disney ears. These are Monsters Inc. horns, like Sully from Monsters Inc. These are from a small shop on Etsy. They're unicorn ears. Because unicorns and rainbows, that's me. And then these are Harry Potter ears from a small shop. And I can't remember the name. If you're interested, I can just ask me below and I can let you know.
Oh, I thought maybe there was a name on here. This is some of the cutest fabric I have ever seen, and I would love to know who did these.
I'm sure it
because I
was
would
from
love to know if
Spoonflowers
she
and
drew
things.
these.
Yeah. My favorite Harry Potter character is Luna Lovegood. She's a Ravenclaw like myself. She's a weirdo like
And so
myself.
there's Luna's glasses on the.
And those spoke to me, and the bow is Luna's
that,
glasses, yeah. Anyway,
My
so
favorite's
these are my
probably
ears.
mine.
At the last year when we had to close school and go on quarantine and all that business, lockdown, I guess it wasn't quarantine.
That wasn't last year.
No, not last. Well, I mean,
Last spring.
I think in the terms of like school years. Last school year.
Our years are not everyone else's years. That's how I talk about
My
it,
years
too.
are August to May.
That's true.
But anyway, we were, Zooming with kids and that kind of stuff, and I was doing read alouds daily. And each day, one of my teachers was like, you should wear a different pair of ears each day. And I was like, okay, I'm going to see how far I can go with new ears, like without having to switch. And I made it from March when we were out till
the end of school.
end of May. And I never wore the same pair of ears
Oh my
twice.
lord.
Which that's 5 days
So
a week.
you don't have that many hanging up then?
There's some that are in that, there's some in my coffee table.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch that still aren't hanging up.
Do you ever just stop and you're like, if I had all of the money
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
that I had spent on mouse ears, but will I buy more when we can go back in 2030?
What we should do is post a picture on our new shared Instagram page.
Oh, that's what we wanted to talk to you
do
about.
have
So
an
we have a
Instagram
couple more things before
Segue.
we do a quick media corner because we're already almost at 40 minutes. Whitney suggested that we set up a 3 Trail Stitchers Instagram page, and so we did that. There's it's the profile picture, and the first picture is a picture of the 3 of us as children, and perhaps we'll throw some extra ones in there as time goes on because
Yes.
there are some gems.
There are some great pictures of us.
And I'm going to probably rename mine because I changed mine to 3 Trail Stitcher.
But this one is 3 Trails
Yeah.
Stitchers.
My Instagram name will probably change yet again, but I mean, you'll still know it's me because I'll be posting Midnight Way every other
So
day.
our Instagram page matches, it's the same username as our YouTube.
And I'll link it,
And
like
an
I'll
email.
try to link it tonight in one of my stories. I was telling them like I very much keep it cross stitch or my life in my
Post.
feed, like my regular posts. So if you don't want to see political anger, don't go into my stories, because that's where I post that. I feel like if you don't want to see it, you don't have to watch my stories. So
Well, and like my Instagram is mainly my dogs.
yeah.
And so people may not.
So we'll start
Want to live the
posting
life
what
of
we
my
stitch
dog,
on
so.
the 3 Trail Stitchers Instagram, and I will post a link to it in my stories tonight.
And then we
so.
can post things like when you decorate. And,
Yeah.
So that way we kind of have all of that stuff.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
I'll share like our pictures of the
yeah.
things that we.
You're gonna still see my stitching on my page and our stitching on our pages, but it just kind of consolidates it into one. So
That way, if you just want to follow one account instead of all 3.
All
Yeah.
of us,
You're
yeah.
more than welcome.
And my account is private, so
Yeah.
I mean, feel free to send me a request. It got hacked a while back, I don't know, last year, and I just never changed it. So
yeah.
if you want to see lots of puppies, you know, follow me. and
That's
I'll
a giant
accept it.
puppies.
Giant.
So anyway, so that's a change. And then our other thing we wanted to do is last week we did a giveaway for 200 subscribers. We will probably do another one when we get to 300. We're I think around 250 now. So yeah. So Sarah made a sew together bag.
Sew
we keep
together
calling
bag.
it a sew away
I
bag.
kept calling it the wrong thing.
The
These
pattern.
are amazing, by the way. I use mine all the time. Like,
Well, and I have one
I
that I
love
use
it.
for my stitching, and then I am a pen addict. I love pens and highlighters and everything. So I have one that I use, and I just throw it in my school bag and take back and forth with me. That
and
is
I honestly,
full
I
of my
think they,
pens.
not that there's a whole lot of traveling going on right now, but they would be great.
Like medicine bags.
Yeah, it's like for like a medicine
Yeah.
bag or
Well, that was kind of my original
toiletries
thought.
or something. Yeah,
was,
I love them.
You know,
But she
So-
used like what 5 different colors of our grandmother's gingham.
yeah. There's like dark green, red, light green, peachy, light blue, brown, dark blue. Yeah. So this is
really
Mimi's
pretty.
gingham. So it's very special. The disclaimer here is that I am not a professional seamstress.
It looks really good.
It
but yes,
looks great.
As
So-
with my project bags at this point, like I do it just for me,
Some
for
of my
us.
things are a little off.
So
great.
but
don't
everything's connected.
yeah, don't expect perfection, but it's really good. That being said, she did a really good job.
The pockets are connected, which in my very first one.
And we're throwing in like 2 little extra.
Yeah,
3
there's a
little
couple
extras.
little extra goodies that will
Yeah.
be going in there.
So we drew for our winter. We did a random number thing, and our winner. Or did I say winter?
You said winter, but that's okay. Just
But
leave it.
our winner this winter is, oh my gosh, I lost it. There it is. Where'd it go? Donna H. So Donna H, you commented last week. The question was your Christmas theme and colors. Carrie's Christmas theme is
Very pink and aqua.
very pink and aqua. Whitney's Christmas theme is
It's pretty much non-existent.
the Grinch.
But the Grinch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you love Grinch
Yeah.
stuff.
I do.
My Christmas theme is nativities.
Yes.
that's
Okay,
pretty
let
much
me
what it
say
is.
this. When
Jesus sets.
when I did decorate, my Christmas stuff was very rustic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
like
my
country
tree,
antlers
my
and-
tree had antler ornaments and shotgun lights because
Yeah.
I like to irritate my mother.
Well, and your husband's a
And
hunter.
your husband's a hunter.
And my husband is and my son are
Well,
both
and
are
Wade.
both hunters.
Yeah.
So
So I think it's fine. That's the thing about Christmas is it's like
It's whatever's
when
gonna
I
make you
first
happy.
moved in here, I was like, I think I want a pink tree, and my mom was like, she was horrified.
But I love
I
it.
wanted a
It's
pink
so
tree,
pretty.
But Mom
but
loves
it's
it.
I mean, yeah, and it really is honestly the prettiest tree. I love it. I really do. So
And it just speaks Carrie. It's
Yeah.
like your
Yeah.
rustic stuff was just, it's Whitney.
well, all my Christmas stuff is buried and packed because
Well, you're gonna
Yeah.
we moved in the end of February. So, and last Christmas we didn't decorate because we were getting our house ready to sell. So I gave my tree, which was honestly like probably my favorite tree I've had, even though I don't really care to decorate, to my son, and him and his roommate's puppies destroyed it and it got thrown away. So I am getting out of decorating this year because I don't have a tree in my
there you
decorations.
go. You have an excuse
unless
now.
Kurt goes out and buys one.
No, shush.
No.
Don't you talk to him and give him foolish ideas.
When would I talk to him?
Actually, he is the one that always decorates
He
because
is.
I don't.
Yeah.
So Donna H.
Sorry.
Her theme,
No, you're fine.
sorry, Donna H said that my color theme for Christmas is pretty traditional, red, green, gold, but I do like blue and silver touches as well. So Donna H, I will send you I will comment on your comment with our email address, which is just the 3trailsstitchers@gmail.com. If you'll send us your address, we will get this shipped out to you. It will probably be next Saturday before it goes in the mail.
Because we work during post office hours.
Yeah, by the time we get off work, the post office is closed. And there will be a couple little extra goodies, and hopefully all these little extra strings will be taken off of it.
So
congratulations, Donna H.
And thank you for watching. And when we reach 300, we'll do another giveaway. And
Absolutely.
I mean, we bought a ton of fabric to make project bags, so perhaps we'll do that again.
Or maybe we can do like a combination one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to bring my fabric.
Yeah, we're hoping when Mom,
Dork.
maybe we can do something super cool, like for 500 with, if we get to 500, like but
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
Woohoo!
Or maybe Mom can make a little wall hanging or something. I think that'd be cool. Anyway, so now would be the time, and this is going to be a quick one because we're at 45 minutes and we've got movies to watch and fabric to dye, and
food
Sarah's
to
going
fry.
to cut out fabric for project bags and food to fry. We're going to make, I don't know if you've seen on Instagram where people make, they deep fry the donuts, the biscuits into donuts, but they cut them out so they look like screaming ghosts. That's what we're making. My Aunt Vicky, Whitney's mom, when we were growing up, she always made donuts out of biscuits.
You know what I
Oh
was
my god,
thinking?
they were the best donuts too.
So good.
Sorry, I'm yelling from off camera, but I think that I learned how to do those at like Girl Scout camp,
Oh, and that's why your mom did.
and I think I was thinking about that.
Well, you just took her credit.
Well, that's
'cause I
like
just thought it was
one
her
of our
genius.
Random in the
favorite
middle of
things.
the
My
night.
mom and I are the little mini pizzas, and
Yeah.
I learned that through Girl Scouts.
I could be totally wrong.
I feel like we
but-
remember, you know how you remember moments from your childhood, like Aunt Vicky's house was the first place that, like, your house was where we had like Shirley Temples
Yes.
with extra cherries because we liked cherries.
Yes.
And her dad would make shape pancakes,
Yes.
and that was always a big
You
deal.
would do like
Best.
your initials or like
Yeah.
some kind of animal that.
Yeah. So anyway, we remember. I mean, maybe it's not unusual because our evenings together revolve around food, but so maybe it's not unusual that we remember food memories. But anyway, so now is when we're going to move on to Media Corner quickly. What we're reading, listening to, or watching. So if you're not interested in that, now would be the time that you can click and you can head out. But as always, if you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. It's
This
so much
train
fun. I follow so many great Instagrammers, and I wanted to do it this week, but we're running low. Next week, I want to give just some shout outs to Instagrammers that I follow that inspire me all the time that maybe don't have floss tubes, because I think we know the people who have floss tubes, but we don't always know the people that are, don't want to do floss tubes, but are out there creating amazing stuff. So next week, I will do that. I'll make a list. So anyway, but thank you. Subscribe if you want to. Please come back and see us. Or, if we're not your cup of tea, that's okay too.
It's okay.
I mean,
It's okay.
It's all right. All right, so now we're going to move on to Media Corner. That was your warning. So we're going to do it all in one. So reading, watching, listening to. Sarah, go.
Okay, I finished Ambrose Deception this week, which is one of the Mark Twain Award books. It's a mystery.
Like middle grade.
Middle grade, 4th, 5th, 6th.
It's a good book.
Great book. I loved how it ended, and I think it's the author's first book.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a sequel, though. Isn't there already? Maybe I'm wrong.
There's a sequel to Front Desk.
Okay.
Okay, she's probably right, but I don't like to admit when she is.
There's a glare.
I am still reading Skunk and Badger, which, yes, I know is a beginning chapter book, but
You need to just power
I
through it.
just need to power through. So probably tomorrow night I'll just sit down and finish. I'm like 10 pages from the end. And so I do not know what I will pick up next. I'm still listening to Harry Potter 5. I'm almost done with it. I only have like 2 hours, so I'll finish it up this week and start 6. And watching, last night I watched Paranormal Activity. I don't usually watch scary movies unless I'm with these two
I love that one.
bozos. But I was just in the mood for something a little spooky, and so the cats and
It's
I
a good
watched
one.
that. I feel like I watched something else this week, but did I talk about Books of Blood last time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hulu? Okay. I think that's it. I got nothing else.
Reading, watching, listening to. Go.
I'm not reading anything. I keep trying
She can't
to.
read.
I can't read.
I can't read.
Part of the Dark Side Bags book club is
Yeah.
Burnt Offerings, and I'm
like-
trying to read it, and I like it. I just
Robert Mancuso or something like that. Isn't it?
I just can't get into a whole lot of
Yeah.
anything.
Brains.
I mean, I've started Ratchet, I've started Haunting of Bly Manor, and I'm like have one episode left of each,
Yeah.
and I haven't finished those. I have just been watching a lot of the horror movies that have been on TV. In podcast, I'm listening to this one called 13 Days of Halloween. It's by Aaron Mankey. He does lore and another one. But let me find his name. It's Keegan Michael Key is the host of it, and it's amazing.
I have to listen to that. I love him.
Like,
Me too.
I think it's going to be like 19 episodes. Nope, 13 Days of Halloween. So it's going to be 13.
It's going to be 19 minus 6, and if you're good at math, like our second graders, you will figure that one out.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
So sorry.
Math is hard. Numbers are hard.
It's like, I don't know, they're going into like this haunted mansion, and it's the characters in the haunted mansion they meet, and
I want to listen to that.
it's so good.
I'll have to listen to that. That might be my this week read. Or listen, is it work appropriate?
I think
I mean, not that there's anyone in there with me, but
I think I've only listened to a couple of the episodes so far, but I mean, I haven't heard any like foul language or anything like that.
Sometimes I'll just like, if I'm doing stuff on my computer, because kids aren't in my library right now, I can set my phone next to me and listen to stuff.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm done because
That's
that was
amazing.
just I'm just done.
I think it's like 19 episodes. Oh wait, it's 13 Days of Halloween. Sorry, my nose is running. Okay.
I think it started on the 19th, maybe. I don't
What
even
I'm
know.
reading, watching,
Just forget
listening
it.
to, go. I'm like Whitney. I started Burnt Offerings. I think I'll like it. Have I gotten that far into it? No. And I really think it's 100% just my brain right now. So I'm going to give myself a break and say, if you don't want to read, Carrie, don't read.
Yeah, it's just,
The other night before bed, I like read my Ninja Foodie cookbook. I was like, oh, that sounds good. Now it's time for sleep. Listening to this week, honestly, I've not listened to any podcasts, which is crazy. I listened to music all week. I was just in the mood. So at work the other day, I was like listening to Bonnie Raitt and who else? Caitlin Smith, and just like Elle King, people that I like that make me happy. I think this week as we get closer to next Tuesday, it's just my anxiety levels are boop. And so I think music just kind of helps me when I'm driving and helps me focus.
Music.
I did put together a spooky playlist with things like thriller, but also
Trick or Treat.
Season of the Witch.
Oh, random. Have you heard Tenacious D's version of Time
Time
Warp?
Warp, amazing.
It's
If you
amazing.
Now I'll have to have
Yeah.
it.
Jack Black is amazing.
Like Werewolves of London and
Yeah.
Little Red Riding Hood,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
I did
stuff
that.
like that I just put it
the
together.
stuff
And
from
so
Legend
I'm
of
kinda
Sleepy
had it in the
Hollow.
background, yeah.
No, check it. He did an amazing
Yeah, if
job
you
on
have
it.
not
So
checked
good.
that out, so much cool stuff has been coming. I mean, this election is exhausting, but there's been so many cool things that have been benefits for voting. So like there was lots of table reads of movies. There was a table read of Dazed and Confused, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, it gave us Matthew McConaughey.
Sure.
It gave us All Right.
Right.
All right.
It gave us it'd be a lot cooler if you did. Gave us that. And then they did a table read of that, and then Tenacious D did a version of Time Warp from
Rocky
Horror Picture Show, and it's Chef's Kiss.
Oh yes,
It's amazing.
Amazing.
So that's something great. So if you're feeling down and want to be motivated, so much cool stuff has come out. They did a Hocus Pocus thing
yes.
last night, which is very cool. Anyway, watching. What did I watch this week? I one night randomly watched Insidious because it's Halloweenie time, and it was on.
so
There's
good,
lots of
yeah.
and I don't mind commercials all the time, so there's lots of Halloween stuff.
You
on.
haven't seen the Insidious movies?
I don't think
They're
so.
really good.
Because I don't go to scary movies with you guys.
They're so
very
good.
often.
Another Patrick Wilson vehicle.
Yes.
He's in all the best.
He is.
He's the one from the Conjuring movies,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes.
and I don't know. I finished Ratchet. I did start Bly Manor, and I'll probably go back to that tomorrow because I like it. I enjoy it. I've heard mixed reviews, but I do enjoy
like it, but there's. So what I've read, and I don't know that this is necessarily a spoiler, but maybe I've read that the last episode is super emotional.
Like not necessary. Like
And,
some people thought it didn't need the last episode.
Yeah, and lots of people said that they ugly cry, and I'm like, I can't.
I think it like at the end like it goes like horror, straight love story.
Yeah.
I think it does something like that.
Yeah.
But
So it
anyway,
jumps the shark.
I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I think when you're watching something for scary or horror,
Yeah, and then
you're not in it for love.
Yeah. So I think that's the last.
But I do like it. The house is amazing.
It's good. Yeah,
it's very like
the storyline is
what
very
you
good.
want. It's very like moody.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not super
Well, if
scary.
I'm gonna
but
ugly
it's
cry on the
not
last
scary.
episode, I don't want to watch it.
Anyway,
Yeah. I don't know.
so watching
Wade
that.
said it wasn't that bad. But
Yeah, but Wade's
he's a
Wade.
boy. Yeah.
And then tonight we're going to eat food we shouldn't eat. We're going to use my Ninja Foodie for the first time, even though I bought it 2 weeks ago. Just facts, real life. And we're going to make donuts and watch Hocus Pocus because we keep saying we're going to watch Hocus Pocus and we have yet to do it. Trick or Treat and either the new Craft, or Scream.
Why not both?
Or maybe both if we have the time.
We're gonna rage all night.
Our old selves.
My bedtime's like at 9.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our plan, and I am gonna be a Halloween Grinchy Grinch and not open my door for trick-or-treaters because I just feel like
We never do.
it's not the year.
Yeah, it's not even. It's
Yeah,
the
Whitney
year.
and I honestly usually will go to a movie.
You
We'll
go
go
to a
see
movie, yeah.
Halloween
Yeah,
or something
and
like
I
that.
usually sit at home and watch something scary at home by
yeah.
myself.
And I like prior to all that, like we would give out candy if my husband was in town.
Yeah.
Because of my dogs, they're very
Yeah.
nice dogs, but they're overwhelming. And somebody knocks on my door and they lose their mind, and you're trying to fight the dogs to get to the door. So that's usually like I will if somebody else is home to corral my dogs. But
And most of the kids I've talked to are very nonchalant. Like we're like, oh, you have to admit Halloween's different and stuff, and they're like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go see my cousin, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. Like they're very laid back about it.
Yeah.
It's the adults that are like,
I keep saying kids
Yeah.
are dealing with this way better than adults are.
adults.
yeah.
So
So anyway, remember when we said it was gonna be quick and we weren't gonna ramble?
We lied.
It's a lie.
56 minutes
We
later.
sit on a throne of lies. So anyway, if you are still with us, kudos to you.
Thank you.
Why don't you have anything better to do?
People like comment the nicest things and send me the nicest messages. Whitney and I have been talking a lot about TikTok, and I mentioned some TikToker that I follow that I adore. Like it's what's been keeping me together. And Dawn, her name's Dawn, I believe, sent me something and was like, I love her too, and just like talked about how she loves watching us and stuff. And I'm like, you are more than welcome to come to Kansas City.
Right? Yeah.
And be part of this chaos. Believe me, we love you guys too. So it's really nice to have something to look forward to each week and to read your comments and see what your Christmases are going to look like and all of that. So when we reach 300, we will do another giveaway, and then we'll just keep going.
Follow us on our new Instagram.
Yeah, 3 trails, Stitcher, 2 S's in the middle.
Stitchers.
Stitchers. So many S's.
There's a lot of S's.
There's a lot of S's
This is a
in
nightmare
there.
for me. I was a kid that had a speech impediment.
What do you mean?
So many
had?
S's. I know, I still do, but
No,
so all the
all
S's.
gone.
It's like my phone number is a nightmare. I'm not going to say it on here, but
Oh, mine
for
is the same way.
people
Yeah.
that have a speech issue like I did as a child. Anyway, so we will let you go. As always, this Midwest goodbye just doesn't stop. So
No.
have a good week. The election will be over soon, for better or for worse. Hang in there. Go vote. We drove up by our election board and the lines were like very far, very long. So if nothing else, this country is turning out in droves to vote for whatever they believe in. So
And like Mimi said, you don't vote, you can't complain.
and we love to complain. The best day of the year. I'm gonna do that all day now.
Great.
All right, guys. So we love you guys. We
Happy
will see you.
Halloween.
Yeah, happy
Halloween.
happy spooky.
Spooky Halloween.
And we will see you next time. So until then.
Oh, we weren't done. My God, this is a Midwest goodbye.
Until then, goodbye.
Bye.
See you real soon.